Gateway growth.
U.S. government branches. The United States won the war against the British. Since the British had a monarch, a king that ruled over everything, the U.S. founding fathers, when making the Constitution, wanted to make sure that no person or group had so much power. They created a system of checks and balances, which is a separation of power between three branches that work together to govern our nation. The judicial branch evaluates law. This includes all federal courts and the Supreme Court, which is made up of 9 justices, which are nominated by the president and confirmed by a majority Senate vote. Rest in peace to the phenomenal Ruth Bader Ginsburg. The executive branch carries out the laws. This includes the president, vice president, and his cabinet. The cabinet officers are nominated by the president and confirmed by a majority vote of the U.S. Senate. Each cabinet official receives the title secretary. Cabinet members serve at the pleasure of the president and can be dismissed at any time. The vice president is elected indirectly by a vote for the president. The president is elected every 4 years by majority vote of the Electoral College. There are 538 electoral members in total. Each member gets 1 vote. Each state has a set amount of electoral members based on the state's population size. Your vote helps your state choose a single candidate. That candidate gets all the electoral votes of that state. The candidate that gets 270 electoral votes or more wins. In the event no candidate receives a majority, the House of Representatives chooses the president and the Senate chooses the vice president. The legislative branch makes the laws. This includes 2 chambers, the House of Representatives and the Senate. There are a total of 100 senators. They're elected every 6 years, must be 30 years old, and live in the state in which they represent. There are a total of 435 representatives, which are elected every 2 years, must be 25 years old, and live in the state in which they represent. The legislative branch is the most important branch of the government as it has the power to create the country's laws. State governments are modeled after the federal government. State judicial branches are led by the state Supreme Court, which hears appeals from lower level courts. The executive branch is led by the governor, which is directly elected by the people and is responsible for administering and enforcing the state's laws. The legislative branch is made up of a general assembly of elected representatives who consider things that are brought forth by the governor and make legislation that become law. It is them, not the president, who can change laws that affect your everyday life. So if you really want to see change, get to know your representatives and vote for them. What laws to vote for and why? This ain't junk mail. They're counting on you not to read it. Don't throw it away. Vote, 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 vote. Are you registered to vote? When are your state elections? Drop dates right here.
Gateway growth.